In the vast and intricate tapestry of Azeroth's history, few figures shine as brightly as Brigitte Abbendis. Born into the prestigious Abbendis family, she was destined for greatness from her earliest days. Her father, a high general, instilled in her a fierce sense of duty and honor, which she carried with her throughout her life. Brigitte's destiny was forever altered by the rise of the Scourge, a malevolent force that threatened to engulf Azeroth in darkness. Rather than cower in fear, Brigitte took up arms, dedicating herself to the eradication of this menace. She became a founding member of the Scarlet Crusade, a zealous order committed to wiping out the Scourge and reclaiming the lands they had desecrated. Her valor in battle was unmatched. She led her troops into the heart of danger, inspiring them with her unwavering courage. Her name became synonymous with hope, as tales of her deeds spread far and wide. To her allies, she was a beacon of light in the darkest times. To her enemies, a force to be reckoned with. However, the weight of the war took its toll. As the years went by, Brigitte's methods became increasingly extreme. Her once clear vision was clouded by fanaticism, leading her down a path from which there was no return. As the undead scourge swept through the land like a plague, Brigitte watched in horror as her beloved homeland crumbled. The streets she once played in were now filled with the haunting cries of the undead and the stench of decay. The pain of losing her homeland was only the beginning. The Scourge's relentless march claimed the lives of family, friends, and neighbors. Among the fallen was her father, General Abbendis, a stalwart defender of Lordaeron. His death in battle against the undead left a void in Brigitte's heart, a void filled with rage and a burning desire for vengeance. Thrust into a leadership role within the Scarlet Crusade, Brigitte channeled her grief into determination. She was not just a leader by title, she was a brilliant tactician. Time and again she led her forces to victory against the undead, outmaneuvering them with strategies that spoke of her genius. Her soldiers revered her, drawing inspiration from her indomitable spirit and unwavering resolve. With the weight of her lineage and the expectations of her people upon her, Brigitte was forced to shoulder responsibilities far beyond her years. The Kingdom of Stormwind, a potential ally in the fight against the Scourge, remained distant and uninvolved. Their lack of support, whether due to political machinations or sheer indifference, only intensified the isolation Brigitte felt. Each day as she looked upon the faces of her soldiers, she was reminded of the overwhelming odds they faced. The Lich King's army seemed endless, a tide of undead that threatened to engulf the world. Brigitte's youthful optimism was gradually eroded by the relentless onslaught of the Scourge and the silence from Stormwind. The weight of leadership, combined with the feeling of abandonment, took a toll on her spirit. She began to feel as if she were fighting a losing battle, a lone beacon of hope in a world consumed by darkness. Yet, even in her moments of deepest despair, Brigitte's resolve never wavered. She continued to lead her troops with unwavering determination, drawing strength from her belief in their cause, but the weight of her losses and the responsibility of leadership bore heavily on her. Determined to end the Scourge's reign of terror, Brigitte led her forces against the very heart of darkness, the Lich King in Northrend. It was a bold move, one that showcased her bravery and to some, her increasing madness. When the Scourge attacked the last holdouts of the Scarlet Crusade in Lordaeron, she commanded all her troops to fight until a contingent of her best fighters could take off with a small fleet to the icy homeland of the Lich King, aiming to strike at him directly. But Northrend was a land of treachery and deceit. The insidious influence of the Dreadlords took hold of Brigitte, clouding her judgment and leading her astray. It became increasingly clear to some of the Crusaders that Abbendis and their leadership were leading the Scarlet Crusade to their doom. In her final tragic campaign, Brigitte, under the sway of the Dreadlords, led most of her loyal soldiers and knights to their death. The very forces she had sworn to destroy had turned her into their puppet, a tragic twist in the tale of a once great leader. Brigitte Abbendis' story is one of tragedy and drama, a tale of a heroine who rose to greatness, only to be consumed by the very darkness she sought to vanquish. Her legacy serves as a poignant reminder of the cost of war and the thin line between heroism and tragedy. She loved her nation, she loved Lordaeron and wanted desperately to return the kingdom to its former glory, restoring peace and happiness to the remaining populace. But fate decided otherwise.